Welcome to episode 5.
Saturday night.
Live.
Where else would you rather be? I don't know if we can use Saturday night.
I was going to say, I don't know if I should say
we'll
that.
scratch it.
Episode 5 on a Saturday night. We had to twerk things up a little bit. Is that the correct word as well? Twerk things up?
I don't think so.
I think it's tweak.
Tweak.
Tweak things up. NBA playoffs starting, so Saturday night we got some plans tomorrow, so we just had to switch it up.
Interesting wins in the NBA.
Interesting ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Great playoffs, great start to the playoffs.
I'm excited.
Congrats to Avery Duchaney on the...
That's my last name.
That's your brother.
On winning our March Madness Bracket Challenge.
Yep.
You're going to have some prizes coming in the mail. We got them coming in the mail to us, and then we'll send them out to you. Either by mail, UPS, FedEx, whatever you prefer, or brother.
Overnight shipping. That's
overnight free as well.
who I might charge.
Well, I can't.
Dinner.
Yeah, I guess so. Can't promise that it's going to be free. Just like every week, we got some topics, about 6 every week to go over, pick the most entertaining things.
Yeah, there was some cool stuff that happened, and a lot of interesting things, not only with like teams, but with coaches, with management. Kind of how things are shaking out in the off season for some of these sports, and we're gonna dive right in and get after it.
It's been fun, sort of like promoting us. Today at work, a little kid came in. You weren't there. You don't work with us. Little kid came in. He just throwing out facts on sports.
Yeah,
and we're like, "What did you say?
I said
you want to have a trivia test with me?"
I said we're going to get him on the show, and we're going to have a live challenge between him and Bo in sports trivia.
It was awesome. He was little, and what did he say? You said something about the Lions. Yep. He's like, I know Calvin Johnson retired, and he was pretty young, and he's just throwing out stats. I mean, it wasn't like
it was impressive.
It was pretty cool. If he's watching, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But it's been a fun run getting us out there. Week 5.
Exactly.
I can't believe it's week 5. Yeah. We're going to go into the topics before we talk any longer. I don't know about you guys, but we got some other plans tonight.
Yeah. I have no plans.
No plans.
Nope.
Go to bed
early.
Bed. All right, on to the topics. NBA predictions. Basically, overall thoughts on NBA. Who wants to start us out here?
Hey, go ahead. You got the Bucks hat on.
Yeah, the Bucks are the front runners for me. I think they're going to win it all. I think they're going to play the Warriors, obviously. But the Nets came away with a big win today.
What did you just say? The Bucks are going to win it all?
I think so, yeah. Yep.
Wrong.
Got first time audio.
So if you don't pick the Bucks, who do you got?
No, I got them and the Warriors in the championship. Let's put it like this. I honestly want to see the Bucks win. I can't believe I'm saying that, but
they're gonna win.
That just had to hurt coming out of your mouth saying the Milwaukee Bucks.
It's not the Wisconsin or the Green Bay Bucks.
Yeah, but I got the Bucks too. This kind of topic we're going to talk about, who we think is, the strongest team and who we think is a sleeper team, and like Alex said. The Nets. That's going to be my sleeper. D'Angelo Russell went off tonight. Mm-hmm. Kind of led his team. But another player that's playing very well for the Nets is Spencer Dinwiddie.
Mm-hmm.
Those two in the backcourt, I mean, we talked about this when the NCAA tournament was going on. Strong backcourts usually seem to go a ways. It's a little bit different just because it is the NBA. A lot of teams have strong backcourts, but I honestly like the Nets to win the first round, maybe the second.
Yeah, I put it on our Twitter, and like my bracket that I filled out, I got the Nets winning.
Yeah.
One, because they're a great team. Think about it; they're the team that beat the Bucks a few times this year. They beat other great teams. They're coached well, very well. They play together well, and they got a bunch of people that I guess just play together.
Yeah.
Jared Allen is a beast on defense. He only had 12 DraftKings points. He had 8 in the first quarter, and then he had 12 the rest of the game. Like 12 total. So that was sort of depressing with one of my lineups.
all right, bud.
We had a decent day of DraftKings though, but I think the Spurs are another team. The Spurs are going to beat the number 2 Nuggets. I think
I don't think so.
because of the coaching, and I think the Nuggets are just not experienced. Think about it: DeRozan and Aldridge. Those are going to be the 2 out of the 3 best players on that court.
Yeah, I mean, home court advantage maybe I think will come into play, especially for the Nuggets because they're a smaller market team. But if Jokic if he doesn't get hot at all, then yeah, I see them losing.
Yeah.
I honestly have Denver playing the Warriors to get to the championship.
You said Denver is going to win.
I didn't say they're going to win the championship because Denver's going to beat
I thought you said
Golden State, and then the Bucks are going to beat Denver.
They aren't going to get to the championship, though.
That's mine. That's my pick.
Wrong.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one team that's not going to win a single game. That's the Detroit Pistons.
No, that's false.
Get out the brooms, folks.
No.
Is there one for correct on there?
Wrong.
Detroit is. They got hot. I don't think that they're going to win a game, though.
Blake Griffin is questionable.
Yeah.
So.
Solidifies the not winning the game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like the Bucks. They're shooting almost 50% from the field goal. That's pretty solid. And yes, they have Giannis who can take it inside. That's their best player.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think their three-point shooting is as strong as anybody else. You have Brogdon, who shoots the three at a very high clip, and you have Chris Middleton, who can get hot and knock down 4 or 5 in a row. So a lot of people were saying, oh, that's why they're not going to be, a contender. They have 2 very good three-point shooters that can lead that team. And Bledsoe, don't forget about Bledsoe. He leads the team kind of directing traffic, but he can knock down a 3 if he needs to. And then Giannis is just a man amongst boys. So
the Raptors lost. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
The number 2
That was big
seed.
for the Nets and terrible for the Raptors. I mean, the Raptors can still come back and win. And that's what I think
They will.
happen.
I think it's gonna be the Magic will win 2 games at least.
The Magic.
The Magic.
Raptors.
The Magic.
Okay.
The Magic will win 2 games. Stat of the day, and this is sort of.
give me the stat.
I feel bad for Toronto. So they were with Lowry and DeRozan for the last few years. They could not put it together for the last few years.
Yeah.
Was it DeRozan or Lowry's fault? Guess what? How many points did Lowry have today?
0.
0
Yeah,
points.
he was ice
And
cold.
he is their franchise? Yeah, you got Kawhi now. So he was the best or the second best player. Now he's the 4th best?
Yeah.
But still.
They made a mistake with trading DeRozan, definitely.
They got Kawhi out of it, though.
Yeah. I mean, I think they should have definitely got rid of Lowry, though.
Yeah.
He is just terrible
Lowry.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I like Lowry seasoning on my burgers.
Just some.
That's Lowry's.
Just imagine, I know that they trade it for each other, but imagine if they could have worked out a trade to have Kawhi and DeRozan on the same team.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even want it to happen, but yeah.
You see all the teams now that have all of these great players. Golden State, obviously, the front runner in that, but it could have happened. Could have traded Lowry and a couple other contributors at that point, and they could have landed some pieces.
Yeah. So I guess overall the playoffs are going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Big sleeper teams, winning the first days.
They play best of 7 for a reason.
Which
Can't
I
just
really
be a
like.
fluke.
The best team's going to win. Period.
Every game matters.
Right. So I guess that's enough of that. We'll talk more. I mean, there's going to be lots of games, several games left. I think actually one more is thrown out there because they are a big team, very popular team. We all mutually agree OKC is going to beat Portland.
Unfortunately, it's because of the injury to Nurkic.
I think they wouldn't no matter what.
I honestly think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. Nurkic was that team. I know Lillard, but
He kept them together.
Yes, they kind of ran that offense through him, and that's a huge hit.
Big loss.
Yeah.
All right. Runaway LA. No one wants to be in LA besides what? LeBron and Ball.
They're all running away from him.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like Magic just said, okay, LeBron wants to get rid of this coach, and he wants to do all these things. See you later. He doesn't want to be controlled like that, and that's LeBron. This is LeBron's team. Now.
1 year, Magic and LeBron, and he's like, I'm done.
Lakers will hire LeVar Ball. Just kidding.
As the owner.
As the owner.
They'll hire him as the owner.
Ty Lue is the front runner for the head coach, and I think that's just funny because he coached LeBron in Cleveland. So, I mean, are we going to see a similar team that Cleveland put together?
Who's actually running this team?
LeBron.
LeBron. There's no question.
No question.
How does the head coach being fired after they're not on great terms, but there had to be something with
LeGuan?
Yeah. But there had to be something with Magic and LeBron that Magic spent so much time in getting LeBron to the team that there had to be some fall.
Yeah. Let's put it like this. If it was more than 1 year, that'd be different. But literally 1 year and done. That's it.
It's kind of
so, yeah, you said Tyronn Lue. So, Eric Spoelstra is apparently a candidate as well. J. Kid's trash. Juwan Howard, which would be interesting. That'd be his first head coaching job. But here's another stat for you. I guess I'm going to be the stat guy tonight, okay?
That sounds good.
This year, the Lakers had 37 wins. Guess what they had last year?
Half.
35.
So
they added 2 wins with LeBron.
That is embarrassing for LeBron.
Yeah.
But the Lakers also haven't made the playoffs haven't won a playoff game since 2012. And now they get LeBron. Everybody's like, oh, we're going back to the playoffs. Couldn't even make it in. And they have arguably one of the best players to ever play.
Yeah.
What if it's just because he switched conferences?
That could very well.
He's been in the East his whole career, and then all of a sudden,
it's not as tough.
The East?
What if they just put OKC in the East?
Oh yeah.
They just switch up the conferences.
Put OKC in the East, and
LeBron determines
them
who's in the
seed.
conference.
Yeah.
Behind the Bucks right now.
LeBron. Get this.
LeBron.
What if LeBron ends up? I don't even know if this is possible, but this is honestly what the Lakers should do. Just make LeBron a player coach.
What do you mean?
Make him a player coach.
Let
him be the head coach.
That's what's happening right now.
Don't even hire a head coach.
I'm telling you.
Well, don't even hire a head coach.
If Jason Kidd or
Tyronn Lue
or Juwan Howard becomes the coach, that's exactly what's going to happen. Those guys are not head coaches.
Correct. But what if they just came out and just said, LeBron's going to be our head coach and our star player? That's what he is.
Give him $1 billion contract and call it good, right? Yeah.
This team is not going to be anything for a couple years.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. He's not going to play. I don't think if this continues, if another year this happens, he might be gone.
I don't know.
Gone from the league?
Retired, gone.
Oh, yeah.
Not. I don't think he's going anywhere else. He is not going to another team.
I think he's like too focused on how he wants his career to end, and it's not going the way that he wants it, especially this season.
He's trying to plan it out.
Yeah.
Just play.
Yeah.
And like the guys that we got coming up later on, it's like they didn't plan how, their seasons were gonna end. They didn't plan out how their careers were gonna end. LeBron, you were a great player, but just play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like, it's getting to a point where I'm disliking LeBron more and more for planning out everything that he's trying to do. Planned out the team. Now he's going to plan out the coach. Plan out a championship. Make it to the playoffs. But honestly, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. So I guess we'll see what happens next year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh. It's the same exact thing. They got to go up or some. I mean,
add 2 more wins. Again?
You know, something's crazy gonna happen with LeBron if
if
they if the same thing happens.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's actually even more interesting. The dark
guy.
side of AB comes out.
Another guy I don't like.
Arguing with Juju, tweeting nonsense. I mean, this is absurd.
Let me pull this up.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can see a little bit why he's doing it. He's trying to stir up the pot. He's trying to get them mentally unstable.
He literally broke a relationship, though. Like, think about it. He was close. Juju said, I looked up to him when he first got to the league. Now this guy's just ridiculous. There's other people out there like Ryan Clark. There was a couple people I got down here. Ryan Clark said AB is not a good human, just straight up.
Jeez.
And then Marlon Humphrey, basically, he said when he first saw these tweets, he thought it was fake. Like, I mean,
sometimes that's what money does to someone with that caliber.
We've never really seen this far, though. Like, this, it's just brutal what he's saying.
Yeah. Last year, Juju led 5 out of the top 7 categories that wide receivers are categorized on. And AB's going to come back at him and just be like, oh, you did this. You were my backup. Not what the stats really showed. So
let's wait till we get to the next topic. So, I got some interesting stuff there, too. But, yeah, I mean, how do you think he's going to do in Oakland? How do you think Carr's going to...
I think he'll do great. I think that's why, I mean, AB's dark side, that's exactly what it is. He's going to be the villain of the NFL. That's exactly what it, and he's going to do good. That's what I think. I mean,
he's just being a diva. He just wants attention. Who dyes their mustache blonde? Like, what kind of person does that?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it feels like he's doing this for attention. Like, yeah, I didn't have a great season last year. Well, I need attention. Give me money. Dudes, this is why I don't like him.
Yeah. I mean, it's just overall, I guess I'm excited to see how the teams end up over, record-wise. Do you think Juju's going to come back at him? What if because this may not be over. Juju's not like that.
Definitely not over.
But what if Juju does, beats him in stats in a lot of categories? Better record overall. What if
Yeah. What if Pittsburgh
He'll say
makes
something
it to the
for sure.
playoffs?
I'm telling you, they're going to have a better record than last year. Going to episode 1.
I personally think so too.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
If they can stay healthy, I think they
got just as good of a team.
Yeah, they got the 3 still.
Yeah,
Ben can still sling it.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on their defense and the other guys that can contribute.
100%.
So
going on to the next category. Sorry, I kind of jumped in, took over that one, but
are you in a rush?
Dirk and Wade retiring, so
yeah, sad.
Send off to them.
Yeah.
It is sad.
Great careers.
I mean, like us at our age, we kind of watched these guys and looked up to these guys, and now 2 of them are leaving. It's like,
it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, when I really focus into the NBA basketball, Dirk was great, and he was already in his prime. And I feel like he's a lot older than D Wade. I remember D Wade in Marquette. I remember the tournament, or college him playing college ball. I remember him being a rookie. They're only 5 years apart in the NBA.
I feel like Dirk just plays like an old man's game.
He does.
Like, you could take him to the Y, and he'd just play that style of basketball against like 40, 50-year-old guys. It's like, that's Dirk, and that's why I always was like, Dirk's a lot older than everybody else because the style that he plays.
Is it? I mean, do you feel the same? Dirk's been in the league for 21 years, and D Wade's been in the league for 16. I mean, they're done now; they're gone. But 16 and 21 is.
They're making a comeback.
Do you think D Wade is that much or that old? I feel like he's not.
No. Well, after he played this year, it was like
you could tell.
You could tell, but
and Dirk didn't really play a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think D Wade had a lot more injuries in his career, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Paul Pierce or D Wade?
Oh,
D
D
Wade.
Wade. I think
For
D Wade
sure.
had the better career over Dirk too.
Really?
He won
That'd be
three. He
such
won
a-
3
that's-
championships. And
the thing is,
like,
LeBron.
did you think Wade was going to be this good? Like, now that he's retired, did you think he was going to be this good, knowing when he played for Marquette?
No, definitely not that. But I mean, I don't want to say this because I love D Wade as a person and a player, but I don't think he's great. How people are saying his career ended. I wouldn't put him as one of the greats.
So he's not a Hall of Famer?
Barely makes his way in the Hall of Fame.
I think
Barely.
I think if we look at the stats of it and D Wade compared to some of the other guys that are greats and in the Hall of Fame, are his stats going to be
No, I don't.
there? Now, based on how this last season went and kind of the championships that he won with LeBron,
That's why.
that's going to put him in.
Didn't he won one with Shaq too?
I'm not
He
sure.
won a total of 3 championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaq. I mean, Shaq was in Miami. I just don't think he's great. That's why I think Paul. Okay, I'm not gonna say Paul Pierce is better overall.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce perfected his specialty, his craft, better than D Wade. Paul Pierce is known as a shooter, an offensive player, a scorer.
Yeah.
I would say Paul Pierce perfected that better than what D Wade had as a perfection.
Yeah, but D Wade had more things that he
All
was
around.
better at. He was a better all-around
Yeah,
basketball player.
that's
than Paul
that's why I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
So what level? I have a question. What level
It's
of player
tough, I
do
don't
you
know.
compare him to that player in the NBA right now in their
That's-
prime?
that's a really tough. I mean, that's tough because it's different.
Would you compare him?
completely
Would you
different
compare him to like a
styles.
Paul George? Because Paul George is a really good player when you put him on someone else's
Okay.
team that's really good.
Okay, this is
Right?
actually you brought up a really good point. So Hall of Fame. Chances? Do you think D Wade going to the Hall of Fame are better than Paul George?
Yes.
I would say Paul George is 100% a better player than D Wade.
I'm in on that.
So that's the weird thing of.
But what if he doesn't
of-
win any championships?
I would, as a player, I would say Paul George is still better. Definitely. That's the weird thing of how time changes.
Yeah.
Players are better now.
Oh yeah.
Also, who you had on it, who he had on his team, the outcome he won the championship. I would straight up say definitely Paul George is better than D Wade.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird to think about though?
I would disagree, but I
You-
just think
you
I think
feel-
Wade's better.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm with Paul George. I just think, if we're going all-around player, Paul George is so much better on offense because shoots lights out from the 3. A lot better at creating his own shot off the dribble. D Wade was a great finisher at the rim. Paul George is, definitely physical enough to get there, but some of the shots that D Wade made getting to the lane is incredible.
yeah, I mean, if you need a guy to lead your team and score a lot, I mean that's why I would say Paul George too.
Yes.
So I've been thinking. You said comparison, perfect comparison. You might hate me after I say this. Tell me if you agree. Exact comparison. I think this guy is a little better than D Wade. Now, is his career going to end like this in championship wise? I don't think so. DeMar DeRozan.
Ooh.
I think DeRozan is just a hair very comparable. Very, very comparable.
They are. They are. Both great offensive players, pretty good defensive players. Haven't made
same size almost.
They haven't made that little step to be great, like Hall of Fame great.
That's why I think it's great, the farewell and him retiring, everything that happened. I think that's all great.
Yeah.
But as big as everyone's making it to be, like he is one of the best. Maybe you know what I mean. How everyone's making it to be, I don't think he's that great.
I think he's a really, really, really good basketball player. Little bit short of Hall of Fame.
That's why I think Dirk, I would say.
You guys are nuts. He's punched his ticket in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what you guys are talking about. He's won 3 championships. I don't care if LeBron was on his team or not.
Not based on being.
You take LeBron off his team.
Well, okay, still he still was on that team and played and won. So,
but based on
the Hall of Fame,
based on being a basketball player, not everything that surrounded him, not being with LeBron, being with Shaq, winning the titles. As a basketball player, is he a Hall of Fame basketball player?
Yeah,
I would still say yes.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree.
Is Dirk in the Hall of Fame?
I think Dirk's prime, where he led the.
Well,
Mavericks,
then you got to talk about D Wade's prime too.
Yeah, no, that's what we were talking about. It's overshadowed by playing with LeBron. This is why careers are so important to look at, because he was on a team with LeBron where LeBron led that team. What would have happened if LeBron would have never went and played with D Wade? Probably not going to be the same talk that we're having right now. Or maybe it's going to be a different talk where, maybe he did end up leading that team in his prime to the playoffs and winning the ring, and it's a lot different.
I mean,
all about how things play
out. Just overall looking here, 22. His career average was 22, 5, and 4.
Yeah, that's not Hall of Fame stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find some guys in the Hall of Fame with not that great of stats.
Is Scottie Pippen in the Hall of Fame?
Is he? I'm pretty sure he is.
Why is he?
Because he was a monster on the glass.
Because he was on Michael Jordan's team.
I'm just saying D Wade isn't like that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Take D Wade off of Miami and put him on after LeBron left.
Klay Thompson's almost better than D Wade. Anyway, on to the next one. Okay.
Line them all up and have them play one-on-one.
Wide receiver fantasy, basically outlook for next year.
Yeah.
Who's your? Hopkins is my one.
Yeah.
You could make an argument Devontae Adams could be top 3. Julio.
I got Juju.
And I left that out. I was going to say that.
I really like Juju, just one based on everything that is happening in this offseason. There's a fire lit underneath this kid. And he is going to go off. And, I'm picking near the end of the first round because, I'm just...
He even did great last year. I had him on my fantasy team.
I was saying, picking later on might be a first-round pick for me.
Oh, I would agree. I would say he could be top 4. I would say he's going to be top 4 overall fantasy point-wise.
When it's said and done? When the... Season's over.
Season's over.
I disagree with that fantasy point wise. He will not be top 5 or 4. He'll be top 15.
Well, for sure.
Yeah, but outside of the top 5.
He was 5th in yards last year.
My front runner is on the dark side.
You got AV.
I think he's going to finish with the best stats for wide receivers in fantasy.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr can sling the ball, and oh my God, thank you. He finally got a number 1 wide receiver that is really good at running
Derek Carr is so
and
bad.
really good at catching the ball.
Come on.
Derek Carr might be bad, but it's just like a Rodgers thing. Rodgers makes wide receivers good. Brown is going to make Derek Carr look amazing.
Oh, no.
Guarantee it.
Amari Cooper was a good receiver, and Derek Carr couldn't hit him if he fell out of a boat. Like, I hate Derek
We're talking about
Carr.
Antonio Brown, though.
I know, but still. Their whole defense is going to be on Antonio Brown. They have nothing else to watch.
No. That is going to be 100. He
1,
won't
2,
finish
3, 4,
inside
5,
of the top
10.
20 for wide receivers.
Okay, I don't know.
Gosh, you guys are crazy.
I don't know.
You don't
He
even
won't.
know top- you
He
said
won't.
top 10?
I would say no,
He
8 to
won't.
10. 8
Nope.
to 10.
Not even inside the
We're
top
making
20.
okay. We're putting it official. Episode
Write a
4.
note.
Avery
5.
tuned in because he
It's
commented,
episode 5.
or episode 5. I'm sorry. This is
Kid
ridiculous.
doesn't even know.
Avery, you heard it here. You're saying Antonio Brown's number 1. I'm saying 8 to 10.
I'll say 21.
Oh my, that's yeah. What if he? I mean, yeah.
You can't catch the ball if it doesn't get thrown to you.
Their whole defense.
How is
gonna
Carr
be
going to
bad.
get the? First of all,
He's going to have
Derek
so
Carr-
many targets.
yes, targets,
And he's
But
going to
how
have
many of
so
them are
many
gonna be good
catches.
throws?
So in a PPR league, let's say if he has 8 catches
How
in a
many are
single
gonna be
game, that's
good throws?
8 points.
How many are going to be good throws? Derek Carr, what is he ranked as a quarterback?
I have no
Out of
idea,
the-
but he's
no,
going to.
What would you rank him?
Out of all the quarterbacks?
Yeah.
23, 24, 25.
Top 15.
All right, that's it
Oh.
for episode 5. I'm actually
Seriously.
Jeez.
Argue it then.
Just
I don't
we'll
even.
see how it plays
Argue
out.
it.
I don't.
We'll see
I
how
don't,
it plays out.
I guess
This
I
is-
didn't look at my own time. Derek Carr's QB
Yeah,
rating and everything like
never
that.
wanted to look that
Well,
up.
it doesn't matter. I'm talking about this season.
Yes. But,
He's got Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
okay.
So do the Steelers, and look at what they had all their talent, and Antonio Brown, and they didn't get anywhere.
What I'm saying is you need a
Greg said, "Oh
above
my god."
average quarterback to actually have a great wide receiver. And I think Derek Carr is bottom
He's like a
10?
sucker fish, bottom feeder.
5 quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
Not very good accuracy.
We'll see how this finishes.
We'll see.
Finishes.
We'll
and
see.
then-
We'll see him not get drafted by our fantasy teams.
Derek, sorry,
I'll
you gonna
draft him.
in
Yeah,
fantasy?
draft him.
I'll draft him.
Yeah,
Just
draft
to
him
piss
1
you
overall.
off.
Please do it.
Can I?
I'll
No,
go to the
I'm not.
championship again.
All right. Last one here. MLB wows. What's crazy going on in the MLB?
Rays.
The Mariners.
Yeah, I would say the Mariners. I mean, the Mariners I knew were going to be good, but the Rays. The Rays are 11-4. Yeah, it's not an outstanding. I mean, it's the second best record in the league. But the Rays, they got one of the best pitchers.
Yeah, he's 3-0.
Snell is insane.
Oh,
I had him in
we're talking about
DraftKings.
somebody else.
I had him today in DraftKings. He's number 1 in strikeouts.
Yeah. But Tyler Glasnow is 3-0. He's got 21 Ks. That's some solid work. I think he pitched like 17 innings so far. I mean, I think.
How about Manny Machado and the
definitely got most
Padres?
wins.
He had an amazing throw. the other
That
day.
was nasty.
He had an amazing throw. It was literally from, like, the
Probably 10 feet.
like
from
not
the
even
third
inside the
base.
stadium.
Yeah.
Manny's a monster on defense.
They're 10-5,
Yeah.
and they really don't have anyone else but him.
Tip for our fans: if you do DraftKings, the Rays' offensive stacks have been going like crazy. I've been doing that. Austin Meadows,
Yep.
even like
He's batting
people don't even
385.
almost higher than that. I would say
It's 385.
But yeah, I mean, he had in the last 3 DraftKings games, he had over 30 points.
Yeah.
Like you got him followed by Tommy Pham. G-Man Choi isn't doing great. I don't know why they have him in the third
Yeah.
place.
Austin
But Kevin
Meadows
Kiermaier, he's doing great.
Austin Meadows has 6 home runs.
Yeah, he's doing really insane. MVP this year, go.
Yelich.
No, you can't say that right now, especially with everyone else.
Yelich.
Okay.
Most valuable player.
I got
to your
Cody
team.
Bellinger. Even though their team isn't winning great.
It's way too early to decide
No,
this.
yes, but I'm saying Cody Bellinger's
Non-pitcher
averaging
then?
417, 8 home runs.
I can't even give you a name because I have no idea. Like, it's way too early.
Trout's been picking it up too.
Yeah, I just think with like back to our MVP discussion that we had 1 or 2 episodes ago, it has to be a team that's going to be in contention to win it all. Yes, you can go by stats and pick the most outrageous stats, and you need to be on a contender team. And the Brewers, I think, are going to be, in the run to win it all. I hope so.
I think the Dodgers are too.
Well,
Yeah.
they will be, but
Yelich needs to pick it up though. I mean, if you take out his first 4 games,
Oh, yeah.
he's average.
what I was saying was that, like Alex said, it's way too early because there's so many games left to play. If one of these teams falls out of contention, you can't have a player from that team be the MVP. So that's why I'm saying Yelich. He is leading the Brewers. Clutch hits, walk-offs,
Yeah.
low Kane, Robin homers.
Yeah. I guess the number 1 pitcher in the league, I guess last thing, since we're talking about grades and stuff,
Yeah.
Joe Musgrove from the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's got a 0 ERA, just almost 15, 16 innings pitched,
Yeah.
3 games, so 6-ish a game, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, great guy to pick in DraftKings.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's going for on DraftKings, but there's been
Typically
a lot of,
about 9,000.
there's been a lot of pitchers that are mid-tier in DraftKings right now that are,
Well, you
That's
don't
solid.
know. Yeah, I mean you.
and like we said, it's early that you don't
Yeah,
know.
that's the tough thing. I mean, it's pick like today. I had Michael Pineda for basically he played against. I guess what I'm saying against the Yankees. He was averaging 4 points a game. I'm like, I'm gonna pick him. He's the cheapest guy. He was 5,000. He went off for like 20.
Yeah.
I mean, it's random. You don't. Good player or good pitchers will get busted by bad teams just randomly.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anything else to add to all this? Avery said, going back to the D Wade argument, he said Donovan Mitchell is the future. I could see Donovan Mitchell being as good as D
I can
Wade.
see that.
Definitely. But that's about it for episode 5.
Yeah.
Avery, you actually missed. He said he tuned in late.
Okay.
He missed the first part. We're going to send you, you're the March Madness winner. We'll send you that stuff. UPS, FedEx, or by brother. Free shipping. He said he's going to charge.
He said it
but,
would be free.
yeah. But that's it.
That's it. Thank
Have
you
a good
for
night.
tuning in.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. Have a good one. Be safe.
Let's